Hey guys, and welcome back to the very first episode of a brand new series. I call it Get to Know a Pro. The idea is very simple. I play some games with a pro, and while we play, I ask questions about them in and outside the game. I've wanted to do something like this for quite a while, and what better pro to start us off than Rizzo. Rizzo is a staple of the Rocket League community and competitive esports. For each pro I interview, I'm going to ask 20 or so questions catered to getting to know the pro a little bit more, and a couple bonus questions at the end that are specific to the pro I'm interviewing. Hopefully this series will teach you something about the pro lifestyle and mentality as well, and learn what it's like to live in their shoes for a moment. But without further ado, let's get right into the very first episode. All about Rizzo. Enjoy. Alright, well, we'll jump into the first question here. So, how and when did you get into Rocket League?
How and when? Okay, so when it was August 2015, which is a month after the game actually got released.
Young Rizzo.
Yeah, established 2015, so I was 18 at the time.
Did you just like find it? Because you played it on PC, right? After the beta?
Yeah, I was always on PC, but the way I found it was I would play Minecraft a lot, like, and I had well, Discord wasn't even a thing back then.
Oh, it's true, yeah.
But I had like a TeamSpeak, like a friend group TeamSpeak that we would always talk to. And hey, my Minecraft friends were just like, yo, you should get Rocket League. And then it was like the last $20 in my PayPal account.
You're just like, sure.
Was used, yeah.
Little did you know it was your biggest investment ever.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like the stock market.
I was like super hesitant, so I was like, I don't know, guys, is it fun? And I like asked so many questions before I actually bought it.
Yeah, would you say that like you owe it to your friends to like that you found this game, or do you think at some point you would have kind of?
Oh yeah, 100%, because like I was super hesitant on buying it in the first place, and they like pushed me to buy it. They're just like, yeah, like it'll be fun, play with us.
That's like the same story for me. It sounds like that's like for a lot of people.
Yeah.
But I guess, okay, so second question that I had listed here is what got you hooked on Rocket League? Like what kept you around, I guess, after you tried it for the few times?
Dude, I don't even know. The feeling of the game. When did you start playing? So I just watched the interview.
No, I know, it's fine. I bought the game in November 2015, but I started playing February. Like I bought it and I was like, tried it once.
Oh, okay.
But
I gotcha. Do you Rocket League had a different feeling back then, right?
It did, yeah.
You can agree. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what it is because I think like the one thing I've noticed is you can't do as much flashy stuff anymore. Like it used to be,
everything just gets blocked and stuff.
Yeah, you used to have like the freedom of doing whatever you want, and that hooked me for the game at the start, for sure.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, that was basically the same thing with me. Well, not necessarily the flash stuff, because I queued solo standard all the time. Like that was the only and like the #1 playlist I always played. And so I met a bunch of people through solo standard. Like,
aren't you devastated that it's gone?
No, I'm fine now.
That's funny.
But yeah, I don't know. I just had a lot of fun playing it. It was just one of those things where I just kept wanting to play.
Would you say part of it is like improving? That you're like improving at a rate?
I probably wanted to be better than my Minecraft friends, yeah. So yeah. And I just kept playing. But then I played like 14 hours a day, and then they couldn't keep up.
Yeah, that's what I did with my friend too. We were duo queuing for the longest time. I remember playing on my breakout taxi car. It was like a breakout with the yellow stripe or black stripe, and a taxi topper. But yeah, I played with him until like silver, and then I didn't really, I don't know. I felt like I could play more, so I like got into gold back in the first season. And I think a lot of people don't even know that gold was like the highest rank other than platinum back then. Who would you say was your biggest inspiration, or is still your biggest inspiration, in Rocket League? I guess back in the day or even now.
I wouldn't say I have like a huge inspiration today, really.
You're your own inspiration.
Yeah. No, not really. But back then, it was so cool to watch Cucks play.
Oh yeah.
And, like, any and everything. He would stream with his mic muted. Do you remember these?
He would. Yeah, I've just caught the butt end of that too, because I started playing like right when he stopped like streaming. Yeah. But oh no, what a dunk. But yeah, he was such a mystery to me.
Yeah, he was so cool to watch.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess because like now that we're like pros or whatever. Oh no. Yeah, it's kind of hard to say that we're like inspired by somebody because we're kind of always pushing to improve. But
yeah,
I say for me, yeah, it was either between Cooks or even Kronovi back in the day when he started streaming.
You know, I never actually watched Crow, like, because I didn't know that he was getting like 20K viewers at the start of the game.
Yeah, I know, right? It's crazy.
I didn't know that until he randomly told me. Well, it wasn't random, but he told me for some reason. Can't remember why. But yeah, I had no idea about that, and so I wasn't actually. I was just playing the game nonstop. That's so I didn't have time for Twitch.
Yeah.
Grinding myself.
Just grinding to beat your Minecraft friends.
Exactly. So I didn't even know people streamed the game, and then when I figured out, I saw Cux, and that was basically the one person I watched. Just like, oh, Cux is streaming.
Actually, yeah, it was cool to see him and even Scrub back in the day. I remember him getting really mad at Scrub, the old rivalry they had.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, at what moment did you think you could go pro, or like did you know that you could kind of go pro? Like, what part of the game was like, okay, you know what, I can see myself being one of the best?
You know, I never really had the intention to go pro. It just kind of happened. A lot of people,
yeah.
I feel like it's a conscious decision. Like, okay, I'm gonna really try for this.
I think nowadays that's kind of the case, but we didn't even have a pro scene back when we started, right?
Yeah, exactly. There wasn't anything to strive for back then because
true.
there was no scene.
What are you talking about? Those ESL tournaments were some big money, man. It was like,
yeah, $75 tournaments. I guess if I were to pick any sort of moment, it would be like, because I teamed with in season 1, I teamed with Low5 and Insolences. Yeah, and we just qualified for RLCS like season 1. I was like, oh, well, I guess I'm in the league now.
Get a few in my head before, so because whenever we're focused on the game, it's actually really hard to glance away.
Yeah, I know.
That's like part of why this game's so hard to. Oh,
we get the same guys again.
Part of why this game's so hard to stream, because you have to like constantly look at the screen.
Yeah, it's too much focus in this game.
So you brought in a second. You brought it up a little bit ago about how your first team was Pocket Esports. Oh, I just said it. Oops. With Insol and Lo5. But did you? What's your history as far as like teams goes?
The first people I played with were. Well, the first person I played with a bunch was Corelli, actually.
Oh yeah, he's a caster now.
And yeah, the caster. So I played with Corelli and Magic Goodies, and then there was a player from Colombia that I played with a lot. His name was Joe Dorini.
Oh yeah, wasn't your like Jirelli's Goodies or something was the name? Or?
Yeah, that was our team name. Jirelli's Goodies, or Jirizzo's Goodies. Jirelli's Goodies was the initial name because Corelli was on it, and then I don't know what happened, and then it was Jirizzo's Goodies. Because I took
he took up his spot. That's funny.
And
then it was, and then that was like you went into season 1, right?
Yeah, and like we just played ESLs together. It wasn't really like a team sort of thing. It was kind of just like, you guys want to play in these? And like I never had the intention again of like joining teams and stuff like that.
Because you made like Minecraft videos before that, right? Like
yeah. Yeah, I was a Minecraft YouTuber. Granted, I was like basically done at the time with that because I was just so burnt out and bored. Like I had no ideas, and
yeah,
it just wasn't worth it. And yeah, and then I just started playing Rocket League a bunch, and yeah,
definitely found your place here.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, that's cool. And then you obviously were on G2 for like a very, very long time after that. I think like wasn't it like you were almost not gonna be on a team or something? You were not gonna play after the whole
yeah. So those were it was that team, and then it was me, Lo5 Insolences, and then Lo5 stepped down, and then we grabbed Zane Jackie, and after Zane, me and Insolences, then it was G2.
That's crazy. Quite the path. Yeah, it's awesome. Well, that's it's good that you got like a really good team because yeah, you're one of the like probably one of my favorite teams to watch. Even like I'm out of RLCS now, like I still like watching you guys because you have such a unique playstyle.
Yeah.
What's next? Oh yeah, if you didn't play Rocket League competitively, would you still play this game? I think I know the answer to this one, but I'm curious to hear from you.
I would play it for strictly content.
Okay, yeah.
Besides that, no. Like I wouldn't. There's, I mean, my main like motivation and the way I have fun in this game is by competing and like, you know, working with the boys. Yeah. To try to get
clock
better.
It in for scrims.
Yeah, exactly. So if I didn't have that, then there's no point.
Yeah. Would you say like it's all fun and games in scrims, or like it's more like, you know, like strictly, you know, you're clocking in? I guess it's like half and half, I guess, because you want to have fun on a team, but.
Yeah, we take it seriously, but we also just like try to enjoy it.
Yeah, but that's part of being a good team too.
If you start getting like constantly tilted throughout every scrim, you're just gonna
spiral.
Yeah, exactly.
Oof. Okay, so that's question number 7. Question number 8. What is your favorite game to play besides Rocket League? And this one I actually don't know the answer to. 'Cause, I mean, you've played like quite a few different games.
I don't like play anything else. Like at this moment, the only other thing I've played in the past few weeks is like ARAM on League of Legends.
Oh yeah,
but,
the classic. I mean, right now with the season, it's so busy that it's like hard to.
Yeah.
It's hard to find time. But I know you were like doing some role playing on Minecraft for a little bit.
Yeah,
there.
that was a lot of fun. Having like the custom server. Everybody was super into it too. I love that.
Now, what's your favorite? I mean, you did say you play ARAM, so I probably League of Legends. But what's your favorite esport to watch other than Rocket League?
Probably League. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. I don't really actually watch much other stuff.
I've tried to watch Dota, and it's like I've played it a bit, but it's still so confusing. I feel like I don't know anything about it. Ooh.
I was close.
Nice try.
Yeah, I never watched any Dota, but.
And your boys.
I played a lot of League.
Your boys made it pretty far too, on G2 in Worlds.
Yeah.
I watched the last game. Unfortunately, they did drop in 4th, but it's not bad.
Oh yeah.
What do you like to do outside of Rocket League, like on your downtime, like on a day-to-day basis?
Dude, recently oh, nice.
Thank you.
Recently, I have not done much because of all the this whole split and stuff has just made me so busy with Rocket League. Like I've been playing so much.
Yeah.
So I really haven't done much else besides Rocket League.
I guess it's not like a bad thing per se, but it is. Like, it does get to you. Obviously, you got to take a bit of a break here and there.
Yeah. If anything, I'll say candle making.
Yeah. Yeah. I see people ask you questions about candles all the time on stream. That's so funny.
Yeah, I know.
I feel like that's a big thing that we struggle with. Oh, we got new people. Like as pros, I feel like the second anyone sees you, it's like they instantly lean forward.
Arch their back.
Like they become like what's it called? The guy from Frankenstein with the hunchback. But yeah, so, like
oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's not Eeyore. That's from like that's like Winnie the Pooh or something. But anyway, you know what I mean. Like so, it's kind of cool to just like casual here and there and.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but what method of training do you find that works the best to improve on yourself? So like as a team, probably obviously scrims, but do you find scrims the best for individual training, or do you still think that like, you know, ranked to get more time on the ball, or?
I think it's still scrims because it's all about like adjusting to that pace. So
right.
You want to be playing against the best people possible. So when you're scrimming and playing against all the other RLCS teams, that's going to be your best practice possible.
Yeah. And do you think that like it's still smart to, find a team as soon as possible, like for new people, like and just play with them, or like work on themselves?
For new people, I mean, how new?
I mean, like let's say like gold players. Like, do you think they should get like a gold squad and like kind of work with them, or should they experience more and more players? I guess.
I don't really see a problem with that. Like, play with your homies.
Yeah. I guess unless you're the competitive type and you get like really salty.
Yeah, don't make a team with your friends if you get salty easily.
Yeah, there you go.
Lose your friends.
So yeah, it's probably still scrims then. The best way. I mean, it's definitely for you
sure.
guys. It's definitely the best. What is your favorite goal you've ever scored in RLCS? You gotta go in deep into the memory bank for this one.
I really don't know if it was my favorite, but it's definitely the most memorable. I don't even remember which DreamHack it was. Probably one we got second place in.
That's funny.
But there was it was either a quarterfinal or a semifinal where Energy.
Oh no.
We played against Energy, and I think Torment was subbed in for this one.
Okay. Oh, that was
in
that was the first Germany.
Yeah, the first Leipzig one then?
Yeah, that was the first Leipzig. I remember that one as Ghost.
Yeah, okay, so there was it was quarters or semis, I can't remember, and then I think we went all the way to game 7 or I'm pretty sure it was game 6 actually. But as soon as the clock hit 0 seconds, I just sniped the banger, like top right corner.
Oh, dude, I remember that live because I was there. Like, oh, that was everyone freaked out in the audience. That was cool.
That one felt so good.
What do you want to see out of this career? Like, what is your ultimate end goal?
I mean, it would probably be actually, my initial goal is just to win any like major tournament or like major LAN event, and then I kind of did that with winning E-League in 2017. Granted, it was a while ago.
True. So did you like
And
reach for bigger and higher dreams, I guess, after that, or are you kind of like happy with, you know, your career at this point?
I mean, I would love to win RLCS, definitely.
For sure. I think that's like, I think
if my career ended tomorrow, I would still be satisfied. Like, I wouldn't be disappointed.
Yeah, for sure.
With how it went.
So my next question for you is, where do you think you'd be, or what would you be doing if it wasn't for RL Esports? And this sort of, we talked about this a little bit at the start, but just like specifically, like what would you see yourself doing if it wasn't for like, you know, kind of becoming a pro naturally?
Like, are you saying if I stopped right now, or if I was never a pro?
Well, like, if you were never pro, where would you have been? Like, yeah, like go back 5 years. You didn't pick up Rocket League. You know, where do you think you'd be? Like, would you be finishing studies or?
Yeah, I probably would have went to school. Oh wow. Oh, what about?
Yeah,
I probably would have went to school and then Well, honestly, I like. Oh my god. I mentioned it. I mentioned it a few times, like before, of just like how I would want to go to school, but I still never knew what I really wanted to study in the first place. Is there
anything you're really interested in now that you have like more, you know, I guess?
Actually, probably something with programming and stuff like that.
I was gonna become the next map maker.
Yeah, I just say that because you're in the call.
Yeah, that's funny.
No, but probably something along those lines, because I don't know, that stuff really interests me, in like web design and just making something work. You know what I mean?
For sure. Did you ever like the redstone stuff in Minecraft?
I was never super into it, no, but
I made a calculator in that thing.
Really?
Yeah, I followed like a tutorial sort of on it, but it's actually, yeah, that was a lot of fun. That's sort of like the first little taste of, you know, online programming.
Yeah.
I think I was like 12.
I would love to do something like that. I feel like by myself.
Yeah,
like if I was to
learn it,
you know, and be independent or something like that, like work-wise. I wouldn't want to follow somebody else's thing and do there.
Yeah, that's cool though.
Yeah, for that, I used to actually when I would make my Minecraft thumbnails, I just downloaded like already pre-made models and stuff, but I used it wasn't, oh my god.
What was that?
I didn't use Blender, but it was something 4D, I'm pretty sure. I can't
Cinema
remember.
4D?
Probably that, yeah. And I would make my Minecraft skins and like adjust it.
Oh,
I think that's really cool.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, so like something like artsy or programming.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the next question? What would you say the one what would you say the one thing is that nobody knows that comes with being a pro unless you are one? Like if someone was in your shoes, what would they all of a sudden be like, oh whoa, that's actually like way different than I expected?
Well, okay, honestly, there's a few things I feel like that some people might not think, but it could also be obvious to other people. So just in general, that like, oh god, being a pro is stressful at times. Like, it's not just playing games. You don't just kind of play video games. Like, you have to perform and you have to do well. So having that expectation and then maintaining it is not something that's super easy, especially when you're playing against people who are doing the same exact thing of trying to be the best.
Yeah, it's like that doesn't compute robot-wise, right? If you've got two robots playing each other, one has to lose, and
yeah.
And that's kind of what you guys aim for. Like now, even it's like whoever is the most consistent and basically robotic. Because right now, we're all kind of freaky at this game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's cool. I think also like we're in a unique position to talk about this, but when we were uncertain of where this game would go, that was also very, I don't know what the word is, concerning, I guess.
Oh yeah. You like, kind of ask yourself if you're wasting your time.
Yeah, and that question was definitely asked quite a few times, and my parents were like, when I was deciding to go into a pro scene and stuff, like they were concerned about it when I was in engineering.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Oh yeah, nice.
You brought me into that too. Oh no.
Right back to it.
Woo. I'm doing that flip reset thing again.
You know, the other thing is that like, I mean, I feel like I've just gotten used to it or whatever, which is sad to say, because you have to have like pretty thick skin to just be a pro. I feel like,
Redditors?
or a content creator in general. But somebody will always like, can I cuss?
Yeah, oh yeah, go for it.
Okay, somebody will always shit talk you.
Yeah. I think, okay, so like people think I get like salty about things. I like to just call people out on things a lot more. I think I'm just outspoken because I'm a little older and I just don't care what people think of me. But
yeah,
it's just definitely like you have to have thick skin. You can't be bothered by people, you know, calling you different words. And I know that, especially when like I know you guys had like a period where like you guys weren't performing as a team, and everyone was just like, kick Rizzo, kick Rizzo, kick Rizzo. It's like you guys have no idea what Rizzo does for that team. Like, it's just, you know, a tough spot.
Yeah, it's not like, I don't know.
I know
a lot of people, and a lot of people like, I mean, pro-wise, that's not like their initial thinking. I understand people like in that specific scenario. I understand people want to see like the roster succeed or whatever.
Yeah.
But people can actually, as adults or pros, can
discuss and improve.
Yeah, discuss and improve, work through their problems. It's not initially just like kick this person unless there's.
And that's funny you bring that up too. It's funny you bring that up because I think that the pro scene has definitely aged, like as far as like the average age of players. Like I would say the average age used to be 15. Now it's like maybe like 18.
Gone up a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, when they added like the 32 teams, it got even younger. I feel like.
Oh, did it get younger again?
Yeah. Because now there's so many
like random teams that are just coming in with the new prodigies, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, what a shot. Oh, okay. I think I know the answer to this one too. What would you say is your least favorite part of Rocket League, and would you change it? Because like I put the would you change it part because like you might not like it, but you feel like it needs to be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, what would you say is your least favorite part of Rocket League? And that could be competitive or just the gameplay itself.
I mean, besides just like bumps not working properly, I don't think the game itself has anything that should be removed. Like the only thing was like solo standards that was the only thing I ever actually wanted removed from the game.
Right.
But besides that, I think everything's pretty fine.
Oh, I was gonna say that. And the next question is, yeah, what would you think should be added? And I did see your podcast recently about.
Oh, you saw that?
Yeah, I was watching it.
We were gassing you up.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, my nice ego boost.
Yeah, I think for sure the thing that needs to be added is like basically everything you've done. No, like just custom map support, just an in-game way of basically the way Fortnite does it. Their creative mode where you can just put in a code and you can go on a map. So if they had like a system in place where they provided models and then people could make maps with those models and just upload them. That is all it, because they already have an uploading system with the training packs, right?
Yeah, I mean, they haven't touched that since they put it in the game, which is unfortunate.
It still could also be adjusted, but yeah, that's okay.
So like the thing is, all they would need to do is just allow us to connect directly to another player, and I wouldn't complain anymore. Because if you just like that's all they would need, right? Is just somebody to host it, like how we do it in Hamachi and all that stuff, but just do it through Steam or Epic Games
without all the annoying stuff.
Yeah. I did drop a group DM like to a bunch of creators, and you're in there about a petition that I want to start.
Yeah.
And I think that would actually be, you know, if we could get a substantial amount of people, like, what do you think Rocket League, like, what number would you say Rocket League would be like, you know what? Yeah, we'll do it. Like,
I don't think they will.
You don't think they will? Let's say a million players signed it, you know.
Yeah, I could see them like changing their mind then.
Yeah, if a million players or even half.
I feel like that's fair. They would be like, okay, we should really consider this, guys. You know.
Yeah. What do you think is next after your esports career? Like, do you think it's just straight content? Or,
yeah. I just want to go full-time content after that. I want to be the John Sandman.
The next ninja. You're already halfway there. You're already halfway.
With my headband.
Yeah, for those of you guys who don't know Rizzo, he has a headband in the a ninja headband that he wears when he starts to sweat a little more.
I've been pretty bad at getting uploads out, but I've been able to stream, so at least it's something.
Do you
one or the other?
Do you have a full-time editor or like?
I do, yeah. But I don't know. There's just something I don't like putting out solo videos all too much.
Me neither, actually. Yeah.
And it's very hard for me to find a time with anybody.
It's like solo videos are like streaming, but no one's watching while you're recording. It's crazy. And that's all the generic pro questions. But then I have 3 questions that are kind of catered towards you, and we've kind of discussed a little bit of them, but just so I guess we can reiterate. The first one is, how does a team house? This one we haven't talked about. How does a team house change your dynamic all around, like as a life, esports, health, all that stuff?
Well, I don't even know the word for it, but it's a lot different. That's for sure.
Like a good different?
Yeah, I mean it's not bad. That's like I'm not complaining about it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just it's a whole different lifestyle because I lived with my girlfriend and then
Oh, and then you had to move.
yeah, now I'm currently over here. It's just with there at the team house, so it's like it's definitely different
Yeah.
going from
Like they each have their
living
pros
with
and cons, I guess, obviously.
yeah, living with your girlfriend with a bunch of dudes. So it's quite a difference.
Yeah. Would you say like
lifestyle was? I feel like oh my bad, but
Hey.
like I got a juicy answer. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
go for it. Go for it. This is all about you, man. This is your time. Your time to shine. You know what I mean?
Yeah. With like since it's a team house, I just feel like there's so much more motivation to play the game. Like I really have nothing else to do besides play the game. While
Is
I'm
it
here.
far from where you live, or is it kind of like a drive?
Is it what?
Is it far from where you live normally? Like the team house? I don't really know where you guys are located.
Oh, I live in or I moved from Texas to New York. The team house is in New York.
Okay, that's not too bad. Couple hour flight, I guess.
Yeah, but it's not a drive.
Not a drive for sure. So I guess you had to like you didn't bring much like from home. You just kind of
No, I didn't bring much at all. I wear like the same clothes all the time because I mean, I like on stream like after I basically have like a week's worth of clothes or something, so I wash and then repeat.
You're just naked from the waist down, you know?
Yeah. No, when I'm streaming, it's just like, didn't you wear that shirt like a few days ago? I was like, yeah, I just washed it. I don't have much else.
That's funny. Yeah, it's definitely hard. You didn't try going shopping like locally? Just trying to get more clothes?
You know, over here, everything is actually like closed with COVID.
That's
like,
good. That's good though. That's a good
Yeah.
sign. I meant like before. I guess I don't know. Like I know you were at the team house for a while, and then you guys went home. I think it was like when the whole COVID thing started.
Yeah, I just got into the team house when COVID started or something like
Oh,
that.
that's rough. That's awkward
Yeah.
timing. Oh, mid. Let's go.
Oh.
Oh, it's in. Look at you go.
Nice.
Nice, good play. But do you see yourself branching off to other games with content after your pro career is done, or do you think it'll just be like Rocket League content?
I want to do the same exact thing John does, where his YouTube channel is mainly Rocket League, and he just kind of streams whatever he wants. I think
Yeah,
that
he's
would
got
be
it.
the
He's
goal
got it good,
for me
man.
as well.
He's got such a good community that
Yeah.
like just loves watching him. He's such a genuine personality.
Yeah, I'm always so curious on how this dude has so much energy. But
Yeah, and people think that it's like some people say it's fake when they don't know him, but
yeah, it's
like
definitely
that's
not.
literally him, man. Which is crazy. Oh, that's a good flick.
That's nice.
All right. So yeah, you want to do like what games would you want to get into? Like sponsored games or like just stuff you want to play?
No, it would just be like any variety, just anything I'm feeling at the time. I don't want to like super like dive into a game and play it for 5 years. You know,
Yeah,
I want to
yeah.
do this all again.
Oh man, I've been watching you play. Well, I watched you play Baldur's Gate a little bit here and there.
Oh yeah, I ended up stopping playing that just because. Well, actually, just because I didn't really have time all
Yeah,
that much in the
for
major.
sure.
But once the major's over, I might hop back onto it.
Are you a fan of Phasmophobia at all?
I played that a little bit.
I've been
what?
loving it, man. I don't know. It's
You
like
still playing?
Yeah, still playing. Oh, we recently just got like a mod that lets you play with 8 people, and that is hilarious.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's really fun. Oh, look at him go. Nice play. But the final question here is, what are your favorite types of videos to record on Rocket League?
The ones I have the most fun on are probably any custom map thing, for the most part.
What about your old 1v1 series with John?
I was gonna say that too. I was gonna say that's
that was
gonna
a
be my
good
favorite.
time.
Yeah, those are my favorites, and then any sort of custom map stuff.
Like, I don't find myself watching too much Rocket League content. I do definitely watch it because, like, obviously I want to stay on top of things and see what people are up to. But
Yeah.
I definitely watched every single one of your 1v1s with John. Like, even me
Really?
myself. Yeah, it was funny to watch. Back when
Yeah,
John was a gigantic car.
Yeah, that's like my most iconic video.
Yeah.
The
That's
giant car 1v1.
Yeah. If you were to, I know this is sort of a separate question, but if you could just teleport into a different game and be as, I guess, famous or as good as you are, would you pick a different game or would you still do Rocket League?
I feel like, well,
But let's say you could be basically Faker or something from League, like the equivalent.
In League.
Yeah, like would you trade it for that?
Well, I don't know. Is it like the same? Do I get to keep my community that I have? Or
Yeah. It's like you have the same people, you know all the people, and they for some reason.
I think I'd probably make a swap then.
Oh yeah.
If that was the case, probably.
Yeah, take that, Rocket League.
I don't know. Well, I mean, I've just been playing for a very long time.
Yeah,
that's
true.
Just anything to spice it up.
That's honestly a good call. 8,000 hours in Rocket League.
Oh. Yeah, it's a little bit much. But I don't even know what I would switch to because I wouldn't want to play League. Like I would not enjoy that as much.
Oh, I see. Yeah, okay. That pretty much wraps it up for the questions, though. That was a lot of fun to discuss with you. There's definitely stuff that I even learned about you that I didn't know, which is cool to see because I feel like we as pros kind of know everything about everybody. But yeah, it was good. Thanks for joining in. Appreciate you coming in for the first episode. One last thing before we do go, though, where do people catch you? And that's everything, like your live channel and stuff as well.
So my Twitch is just Rizzo, Rizzo, and then, I mean, if you go to YouTube and just look in just type Rizzo, that should pop up as well.
Basically, anything Rizzo, you'll find him. Yeah,
anything Rizzo.
Even well, you're Rizzo TV on Twitter, aren't you?
Yeah, Rizzo_TV.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely check him out if you haven't already. I'm sure that most of you guys do know him already, but if you're anybody new that's coming into the game and you want to check him out, definitely go follow him on those platforms. But until next time, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the first episode, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.